Welcome back, everybody. It's pedal time.
It is.
With me, the captain, and the beautiful Danish Pete.
Hola! Like and subscribe, please. Timestamp.
Now, I'll do timestamps in a minute. Okay, now, Valeton. It's a slightly unknown place. It's a small town in the Shire next to Hobbiton. And the only thing Valeton is famous for is for when Gandalf got messed up there with 2 hobbits and an elf and invented a line of pedals. Yeah, because
when you say messed up, what happened then?
Well, can't say. Anyway, right. So yes, Valeton is a pedal brand from the Far East. According to its website, it's a group of people who have worked at other pedal brands from there. I've no idea. It doesn't say who they are, but you know, who knows? Moore, Hotone. I mean, there's all sorts of brands out there that they could have worked for.
Yeah.
And they've gone and done their own thing. This stuff is crazy affordable and kind of, I think what we're really talking about today is like gateway products. It's like my first effects units. We're sort of getting into it, right? So we've got quite a few pedals here. They have this series called the Dapper series. Dapper. I don't know how that translates into...
Is it?
Dapper is... Well, I don't know about that. No, that's not the Dapper.
No, they dap, don't they? Kids dap like that. Yeah, they do.
Hey, Dad. Dapper is a British English word for the way a gentleman might dress. He looks very dapper. Yes, but anyway, they've called this little series of mini boards the Dapper series. They are sort of more than one effect in one box, if you like. Yeah. So we've got the Dapper Mini series here, which has delay, chorus, overdrive. It's got a tuner built in, it's got cab simulated, headphone output, that kind of thing. Then you've got the bigger Dapper series, which we'll come on to in a minute.
The Big Daddy Dapper.
Yeah, the Big Daddy Dapper. They make acoustic versions of Dappers and bass versions. Literally, if Oz could crawl up and die now, he would. He's so embarrassed.
But this is dapping. This is
dapping. The wrong word.
Yes, but I know that. I know that.
Dabbing.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, right, if you're a dip-dap fan of
you say you know, it sounds the same. It's spelled differently, but it sounds
okay. So, what you also saw in the Dapper series is a really cool looper. A really cool looper on the floor, which is super affordable with some cool features, and a couple of pedals that are the blue one on the floor is a wah/volume pedal, and the orange one is a volume/expression.
I would call that amber.
I would call that amber. So. And then we've got these coral pedals. I'm not sure why they're called coral pedals. They're certainly not made of coral, you'll be pleased to hear.
So it's not coral.
They are multi-pedals. So this one, the Coral Mod, does like a bucket load of modulation effects. The Coral Verb does a bucket load of reverb effects. No. And the Coral MDR does a mix of modulation, delay, and reverb effects. And these are all... I'm just going to get this out of the way. Everything on here is like between 50 and 100 quid. So even like the biggest pedals. I'm gonna do that for you now before we get into this. All right. So things like the little mini Dapper here is 59 quid. So you got to work that out for 3 pedals and a tuner and a headphone output. Can't do that if you're just going to buy individual pedals. How much is it, sorry? 59 quid.
Wow.
The Coral pedals are also 59 quid each. They obviously do a few more bits and bobs. Stuff that we haven't got here today, they do those little Amplug type things that Vox make. They're cheap, like 25 quid.
Yeah.
They do a little amp, which I'm going to show you right at the end of this video, which is like 100 quid, little head. The expression pedals are, the wah is 59, the orange one is 39.
The amber one.
It's amber, yeah, it's and the bigger Dapper pedals are £79.
Okay.
No, they're not.
Sorry.
They are £89. The acoustic one is 79. I'm a bit confused.
Oh,
now.
right. There's an acoustic Dapper as well.
The indie got dearer. I should have scrolled to the bottom of this screen before saying everything was between 150 quid. This is 115 quid, but the one I think is going to be crazy popular is the little looper. It's only £79.
The Dapper Looper Mini. It's called a Dapper Looper Mini. It's a Dapper Looper Mini.
Right. Where should we start, Mr. Pete?
I don't know. I mean, you heard
the looper first.
You heard that in... Yeah, we can do the looper.
Right. So normally speaking, on a single button looper like this, you get this sort of like multi-function. So you got to hit it once to start it, hit it again to overdub, double tap it to stop it, and hold it down to undo stuff. Which some people can be like, oh, I'm a bit freaked out like that.
Yeah.
And typically speaking, on the cheap loopers, you're like thinking like TC Ditto and stuff like that, it can remember one loop, which it does remember, I think, if you unplug it.
Yeah, it does.
But you don't have any sense, you can't have multiple loops inside. I don't think on the cheapest ones you can USB out.
No, you can. The RC3, RC5, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get it. So this one here is, I mean, as you can see, there's 3 switches on it. You got a play, record and play. You got a stop, and you got a phrase, which gets in a minute. The record and play is also an undo. So if you hold it, you'll undo your last overdub.
Mm-hmm.
You know, overdub. That's the button you do that with. And the stop button, you stop, or you hold to clear the whole loop. So the loop I did before, I can stop it like that, and if I didn't hold and tap it, it should see it's just deleted it, and now there's no loop in it. So when it flashes green, you got your loop. Then you got 1, 2, and 3, and 4, which is sort of different phrases. You can scroll through the button that's called phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got officially 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got a green bank and a red bank, effectively. And
that little switch, I don't really know why, but
the little switch does the same thing.
You can do the same thing, but you don't have to do it with your foot.
Yeah, there's a little sort of flick switch. And then you got a USB. I think I did one on, yeah, there's one there. So if I hold that and that's me faffing about before. Then you got a USB on the back where you can take all your loops out. So it'll store them. So you can effectively store 8 loops in there.
And you can have like presumably as many as you want on a library on your desktop.
Yeah, and I haven't tried that. If you can drag stuff in and out, and there's again the same sort of headphone output with something on it. So that's cool.
Kind of cool. So that's and again, I guess
an input and an output level.
Yeah. So I guess the big difference on that versus the loopers that would come in this size and be a similar kind of price is the idea of the three buttons. I'm not
a bit more sort of
entirely convinced that the phrase switch is terribly useful. I think the switch on its own is fine.
Yeah, but
the separate stop button I like.
Yeah, and what we did, what I was hoping it was going to do, which it doesn't do, was that you record one loop and then jump to say phrase 2, and that would be like your verse and your chorus type thing. But that it doesn't do.
No, you've got to stop and then go to the next.
You have to stop, and then it's not like you can run one and then go to the next one, as far as I know. But actually, that's a good try. We can try that.
Okay.
So if I just loop something simple like just and then if I go to phrase 2, see, it's just gonna. But if I then go, if I go. And now I'll stop it, but here's the thing then. If I have to either bend down and go back to 1, so that's
or
fine.
You've got to scroll through
but if
all 8, haven't you?
Here I have to scroll through all 8 and then go to 1. So here's the thing, does it do this then? No.
No. Okay.
So that's the test.
It's not like some of the more sophisticated Boss loopers where you can punch in and out different
RC10
loops that you've saved. It's just about having 8 pre-saved loops.
But
interestingly, on here, I was just about to say that.
If I take the power out, you can see and I go back to 1. It does still save all that stuff, and you can take that out. So let's say you come up with a good loop. Instead of In that respect, it's like having 4 banks here, and you just sort of put something down ideas down, and then you'll take them and put them in your. So in that respect, it's fine.
I kind of like the fact as well, because the headphone output on this, I think, is cab emulated, so you could almost have a little drive pedal into the front of it. So, yeah, it has got a headphone, hasn't it? I'm not making that up. Yes.
It's a lot of words.
Okay, right. Orange pedal is a really affordable expression pedal / volume pedal. So as an expression pedal, you would use it with another multi-effects device to control a parameter. You've got millions and millions of pedals nowadays that have expression pedal inputs. You can use it for that. Or it can just be a standalone volume pedal. It's really small.
So I've got that in the end of the...
Is it completely passive, that orange one?
Yeah, that's passive.
So the orange one is passive. Yeah. So you don't need a battery or anything.
Exactly.
And the blue one is has a wire.
Yeah, so that's a volume. Oh, it's a wire. And as a wire, it's actually pretty nice. The sound, it sounds good. It goes up and down, the quack, it's good on it, Yeah, so that's cool. I mean, and
Cool.
it just clicks on and off like a crybaby.
You can't see this, which I guess is a bit of an oversight, but I can see it just from the side here. When it's lit up green, it's a volume pedal, but the lights are underneath, so you have to have it like that. So if you can see the green light there, you know it's in volume mode, and if and when it goes into wah mode, the light goes red.
Yeah, that would have been cool to have that on the side.
Somewhere else,
or on the
wouldn't it?
top here.
But it's cheap, 59 quid, right?
Yeah.
It's like 20 quid cheaper than the Dunlop one, and it's tight.
And that's only a wah pedal.
If you think about the Dunlop one that's the mini one,
yeah,
that's like half the price, isn't it? That's
that is true, that is true. And
anyway,
it's volume at the same time.
This Dapper Mini is kind of where I think a lot of players will go, well, that's an interesting way, because if you've just got your first guitar and your amplifier and it hasn't got any effects in it or anything like that, and you're kind of thinking, where shall I go? And, you know, I'm kind of feeling for people, you know, individual, even really cheap individual pedals like this are often 30 or 40 pounds as a starting price. So you want 3 of those, you're into over 100 pounds. So 59 quid including the tuner is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there's no sense of programming or anything like that. It's just you stomp them on and off. So you've got 2 styles of drive, one OD, sort of typical clipped amp kind of sound, and the second one distortion, so a little bit more harsher distortion. We might as well start here, hadn't we? So here's our, oh yes, by the way, we grabbed literally 3 new Squier guitars. We must at some point during the video just noodle on each of them. So you've got your Affinity HH Telly, which is super cool with the 2 humbuckers on it. You've got this crazy cool Mustang in orange with the Go Faster competition stripe, sorry, and then a baritone.
Yeah,
that you'd be excused for not even realizing that was a baritone. It's about an 1.5 inches longer than a regular double bound telly, and it's tuned down to B, and it sounds epic. So we'll have a bit of a play when we get to those.
We will.
Okay, so here's our clip. Little bit of low gain. Go, Pete! Now again, we're running this straight into a guitar amplifier. If you've only got headphones, you can run into the headphones, and then that is a cab emulated headphone output as well, so it should sound okay. The middle one is chorus, or if I hold it down, is actually a tuner. And it's a chromatic tuner. So again, if you're not super familiar with all your different notes and strings and stuff, you know, if you know Pete's now tuning his D string, G string, B string, and what we want is this green light to come on. If red light here, it's a bit sharp, here it's a bit flat, and you just tune. And it mutes the sound as well, so you're not annoying everyone whilst you're tuning.
You're still annoying everybody, but you know.
You're just annoying people while you're breathing. So chorus, level, rate, and depth. That sounds good, right?
Yeah, it's good. That's a nice chorus.
You've always got the option on a chorus to turn the speed and the depth up, and it all goes a bit wobbly and crazy, a bit more psychedelic, but I've got it in its kind of classic. And then we got some delay. In fact, again, we talk about different pedals being, you know, how good value this is. There's not many delays that come in for under sort of 50 or 60 quid just on their own, is there? So
it's got tap tempo on it there? Or?
It does. If I hold the delay button down until this goes green, we are into tap tempo. You might be, just out of interest, this control here is the headphone level output. So it's actually just these 3 that are part of the... We can either tap a time in, so it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I can just use the time control to, you know, to just...
Oh, and it goes all slap back. Oh, then you have to hold it back down again.
Oh, I see. To turn it then off, you've got to come out of tap mode. Yes, that's a bit annoying. But look, I guess that's the only way you can get it to do that with just 3 buttons on it. So that's the Dapper Mini. We might as well... What do we get if we go for the big one?
Overdrive and distortion.
Ah, but no chorus.
Really?
That's a bit weird, but with a separate effect send and return.
To put your chorus what's it called? Valeton pedal in
Valeton.
there.
Valeton.
So you can put your effect that in your effects loop, can't you?
Okay, well, we might as well just jump over to this one now. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of not sure that I really see the value of buying the bigger one over the smaller one.
Well, it's got a display for your tuner.
Yeah. Display for tuner, an effects loop, as Pete said, so at least I guess we can... an effects loop. Right, so now we have got tap tempo separate to delay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's a good feature. And we've now got 2 kinds of overdrive built in. Let's see what it sounds like. Cab sim off. And you can now use the cab sim out of the normal output here.
Nice.
So obviously you could maybe record with this or something. So here we go. Actually, should we do the tuner first?
Yes.
You know, if you're wondering what these little red squares are, they are that's the bit that you peel off the cellophane on. There's not like a screen printed thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Overdrive.
A bit more volume. That's kind of a tube screamery nasal. And I bet that's red. Yay!
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Fine. Yeah.
Bit of...
I don't use wah often enough.
No, I don't half mind that. Let's go to the Dapper Indie, because of course, God, when was the last time you referred to a bit of music as indie? That was like a proper 90s thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, Oz, do people still call music indie? They do. I'm showing it. Name me a current indie band, Oz.
Idols.
Yeah.
Idols.
Fine. Look at that. We know nothing, Pete. We're so old and out of touch.
I don't want to know anything else. I'm got to this point in my life where I need to know and no more.
So, on the Dapper Indie, we have got drive, fuzz, several modulations. I can choose chorus, phaser, or tremolo. Delays, and again, I can choose analog tape or reverse. And reverb. It's got loads of stuff in it. That can't be the same price as this thing. I'm going back to my... that can't be the same price. It's not. Yeah, so that was £89.
Yeah.
And the Indie is £115. That's a lot for £115.
It is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. That's so in tune. Would you like to use my tuner?
Yes, please.
This is great. Excellent blooper opportunity.
It didn't break one place, both places.
Damn.
Right, are you ready to get indie, Mr.
Never,
Pete?
not at all.
Okay,
But
I'm going to go left to right here.
Okay.
We've got a little motif of hummingbird or something on the side.
Yeah.
I like it.
And why is that?
I don't know. There's lots of influences here that make no sense. Right, so reverb. Lots of reverb. Bit too much reverb there, probably. We've got 3 choices of reverb: room, hall, and plate. Let's start with the room.
Sounds like a room.
Yes. Yeah. We just. I don't know if we said before we started this, we've switched the reverb off on the amplifier now, so this is all coming from here. A hall reverb. That's the sort of most normal guitar.
Yeah, it's nice, nice.
Sound. I can adjust the reverb,
the length.
so the level, the tone, and the decay. Yeah, the length.
Can you do the length? More? Yeah, just. It's got a slight.
And then a plate reverb.
It's bright.
I'm going to stay with whole.
And it's bright,
yes.
so I would take the... Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, then we've got echoes, and again we can choose analog, tape, or reverse. We'll start with analog.
Sounds good.
We can do the tappage thing again, like we were doing before. Tape echo. Oh, I like it with a little bit of modulation. No indie band would be complete without the reverse delay effect. I literally thought you were about to play the somewhere in there was the intro to that New Zealand, the Finn brothers. What are they called again?
No, that one.
Yeah, because it's like almost like the reverse thing was going. Anyway, maybe not. Okay, I'll leave delay off for a minute. The liquid effects part of this, chorus, phaser, or tremolo are the options here. So let's just start with a bit of chorus.
Sounds more like a phaser to me.
Like a flanger.
That's a... Yeah, it's got... Yeah, that sounds more like a flanger.
And then tremolo. I think we can agree that sounds like a tremolo. I don't mind this.
Yeah, that's nice. The delay is too
much of everything.
Yeah.
I'll turn the delay down.
Can you make it a bit longer, but not as take the mix down? It's usable, it's nice.
I'm a bit scared now, Pete.
Okay.
We're now going for the fuzz section.
Ooh,
I would say
wall.
that historically, you know, cheap, affordable, Far Eastern fuzzes are hit and miss. But we'll see. Is it a hit or is it a miss?
That's all right, isn't
it? Okay.
Maybe too much reverb. That's nice. I don't mind that at all.
From the only person in the room under the age of 30? No, he's not a big fan. Okay, and Indie Drive. Oh, it's so badly named, but okay, Indie Drive. I feel like if we could get this to go super doom sludge with both drives, like the drive into the fuzz, we might get a seal of approval from the young person. Let's try. Let's try.
not indie though, is it? Is that indie?
Better.
It's Indiana.
It's definitely. What even is indie anyway?
I don't know. I mean,
Right.
you know, you could use it as a normal pedalboard. You don't necessarily have to use it for indie.
I completely agree with you.
You know.
Honestly, people of the UK and beyond ignore.
Hang on.
The word indie. Just see
Let's
this
just
for
try
what
this
it
one
is.
here really
Five
quick.
different. Oh, good shout.
Yeah.
Because of course. I totally forgot we had a baritone. Now, quick segue here. This is awesome. This is if you're not familiar even with baritone guitars, they are guitars with thicker strings tuned down a level. So they're like a sort of, not quite a full bass guitar, but they're much deeper sounding than a regular electric guitar. And to get any sort of string tension when they're down tuned, they make the scale length a bit longer. So anyway, that's this. Let's go, Mr. Pete. So we're going to go a little bit more ambient here with the reverb and the delay settings there.
Just to point out, if you are looking at this plate here, this is just the foil coming off the, so don't worry. Ah, and it's good for that. Put that fuss on again quickly.
You like that, did you? Anyway, look.
A lot of fun for not very much money.
That's the Dapper Indie. I totally forgot to mention, so reminder to Mr. Editor, please remind all of our viewers to use the timestamps at the beginning of this video.
Oh, yes.
Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back to the two humbuckatelli. I am now going to demonstrate the coral pedals, or at least Pete is. I'm just going to twiddle the knobs.
Oh, there's a lot of knobs to
So
twiddle.
all we've got is this
Twiddle.
back here in case we just want a little bit of drive from here. So I'm going to start with the Coral MDR for no reason other than it's plugged in. I actually think this is probably the most complicated one, so I kind of wish I hadn't started here. Can you see? I've got to be honest with you, unless you've got the eyesight of a sparrowhawk, you are going to struggle to see what any of these say on them, because the idea with each of these is you've got, I'm going to say 16, but it's something like 16 different types of effects as you go around on the rotary, and they are all screen printed on there, but they're screen printed
so small
in tiny writing.
It's blue. Trem,
so yes,
P-term, D-gem, D-tune, D.
You might need a magnifying glass. Can you actually read
D-T
that?
chorus, J chorus. If the light's hitting it right, you can see it, but otherwise...
let's start with this MDR one. Okay,
Yeah.
if there's any one plus sign, is the font is marginally larger on this. So, okay, so what we've basically got, again, it's got so many things in it. We've got this middle control here, which it's not a rotary knob, but it is sort of segmented into 8 different segments. And then from what I understand is you're either on the green segment or you're on the red segment. And then that tells you on the side whether you're doing chorus, phaser, flanger, whatever it might be. So numero uno is, according to the side diagram here, chorus, and it's chorus A or chorus B, depending on green or red.
Chorus 1.
And we've got the controls are across the top: mix, depth, and time, and that will apply to, that will be the same regardless of what effect we're using. And then X and Y are going to do different things depending on what effect is selected. If I'm totally honest with you, we might be here some time if I try and go too in depth in this. So I think we'll just literally spin through what the different red and green
I think
selections
it
sound
should.
like. So here we go. Reverb is back from the amplifier. This is now a chorus.
I think Corey Wong missed the trick not to do a signature chorus pedal called the chorus 1.
Number 2 is a phaser.
Yeah, it's nice.
Number 3 is, I should say, we're going through the effects loop of the amplifier with these pedals here. These ones you heard into the front end, these are going through the effects loop.
Yells.
You don't have to have them through the effects loop if your amp doesn't have one. It's one of those, it's a choice, right? Either or.
Yeah, it is
There's no right or wrong. Number 3 is a flanger, crikey.
Nice.
Touch sensitive. Number 4 is a tremolo. Number 5.
Sorry, number
5 starts to become a delay pedal. I can tap. So if here we go.
Do you tap with your right or your left hand? Sounds good.
And if you wouldn't mind turning the reverb on the amp
I
off
wouldn't mind
now,
at all.
because we are moving into the realms of reverbs out of this pedal.
Let's try. It's delay and reverb, or there's no
Well,
reverb on that.
It just says it's reverb on the thing, but
That's delay and
you're
reverb.
right.
That's clever.
Now we're going for air.
Hello.
We've
Hello.
missed a trick here because you've got air A and air B, but no air B and B.
No.
Finalement is something called ambient A and B.
There's a delay on all the time. Can you turn that down with one of those knobs?
No idea.
Okay. I like that. It's nice.
Yes, I think the general concept with these types of many effects in one is to spend hours and hours and hours finding the one that you like.
And you really.
And then literally just leaving it and just switching that one on and off.
Because you can't do two effects at the same time, but you can do delay and...
Although it's badly written, it was certainly sounding like some of those effects were doing delays and reverbs
I like the last
at the
one
same
there.
time. Yeah, me too. Okay, so you'll be pleased to know we're on the home straight now.
Well, not exactly.
Well, these are a lot simpler to demonstrate
Oh!
these. So, although... crikey. So this is the reverb. So we're going to go studio room, hall D, hall B, plate W, plate B. What on earth is it talking about? String M, spring M even.
It's the whole double D in there as well.
Yep, whole double D on the chaise lounge with the cloud and the galaxy, and that's all I know. So let's just go through what would appear to be millions of reverbs. I kind of like, these are much simpler to use, these pedals. So, oh look, you can elect to have the trails on or off.
Oh, that's good.
Here. That is a cool feature.
That's a good idea. It's nice, good effect.
Hall B.
Sounds alright, man.
plate. I don't understand what the like plate W versus plate B is. Of course, I could, edit these using the 3 knobs at the top, but if I start doing that, we'll be here forever. So, plate,
that's more
plate
metal.
B. We've got to remember again, this 50 quid reverb pedal, right?
Wow!
It's decent. It's decent.
Yeah, that is good.
Quid. It's the most insincere wow of the day.
Well, it is. I mean, honestly, I'm serious. That's not a...
That is good.
I like it. I do think it's good.
Yes,
Isn't it?
I'm honestly,
Yeah, call me impressed for 50 quid.
Yeah. We've gone to church. Take me to church. Church again. Church 2. This is the more places to reverb.
Absolutely.
Modulation. Cloud. Galaxy.
It's a favorite chocolate, isn't it? Ice cream. Galaxy ice cream. Galaxy chocolate is so bad.
Nice. I mean, I'd go.
It's awful. Galaxy chocolate. It's when you take a piece of it and go like this on the roof of your mouth and your tongue. It's like this. It's like
How do you eat chocolate?
So,
I eat proper chocolate like Lindt or like Andertons.
so sickly. No, Cadbury's.
That's
Cadbury's
proper.
and Galaxies.
No, it's because
Lint's
the English chocolate tongue is just rubbish. All the chocolate bars, it's just
You love
like
a bit of
like
Swiss chocolate, do you?
Yeah, and a bit of Danish chocolate. Proper.
What's a brand
proper
of Danish chocolate?
Anton or it's not. That's what we
Okay.
always grew up with. Over here, it's like. It's
I'm
like the
assuming that-
vegetable oil. That's all it is. If
Yeah.
you look how much cocoa, it's not. There's no cacao in there. It's just a
I'm
cacao
really not
powder.
interested in the comments section what you thought of the pedals. I'm only interested in the comments section.
What's
now.
your favourite chocolate
What's your
bar?
It's got to be milk chocolate. It's got to be like a supermarket style milk chocolate. It can't go too.
No, okay. So the Lindt, the blue one, right?
I know,
That's about
yeah,
a
Lindt, yeah.
pound and a half, 2 pounds.
like
If you no, but that's because you're not used to that. The level of cocoa and cacao in that stuff, it's just not.
In America, is it? Do they have these brands? Is it Hershey's and?
Yeah, but that's.
Have you tried Tony's chocolate? You know, the one where it's like all fair trade and everything like that. That's a nice chocolate.
Yeah, that's a nice chocolate because there's much more real stuff in it. It's not just the vegetable oil and sugar. You know, how many chocolate beans is actually in a Cadbury's? You look on the back of that
like
and
some
you'll
sort
see.
of 8 out of 10 cats prefer it advert. I'm still going, I'm afraid it's fruit and nut. Cadbury's fruit and nut is the ultimate chocolate bar, isn't it?
Yes, but that's because there's fruit and nuts in. There's something in there to distract you from it. It doesn't taste like any. There's no chocolate in it. At the end of the day.
Chocolate manufacturers, if you're watching, please send us boxes of your chocolates. So
I'll
we can
take
shoot
everything
them
chocolate
out.
for free because I'm a sugar fiend at the moment.
Now we've
so.
got Under the Sea. Under the sea, darling, it's better where it is. Where me.
Yeah. Oh, it's under
weird,
the seat.
that.
No, it's got a.
Oh, it's got an
It's got an
octave
octave.
below.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Very
It's
cool.
below.
I'm going
Wheel.
shimmer.
Wow.
Shimmer.
Shimmer the real chocolate here. Where is it? Shimmy.
What? Oh, for God's sake, I can't see anything.
I know I probably offended a lot of English viewers with that comment about the chocolate, but I am right.
No, I don't think you have offended anybody.
I am right, I'm right.
You're offending me.
Yeah.
It's honestly probably one of the biggest
for poor
reasons.
people.
It's just so that we could have our own chocolate.
Go back.
Sorry, did I just say poor people? I'm really sorry about that.
Last one.
Because I do eat it myself, but I just get disappointed every time I open up one of those.
What about a Yorkie?
Like,
where does that? Where does that
all of those
come in?
chocolate bars as well are all awful, man.
Chocolate orange.
Terry chocolate orange is alright, but again, hiding this taste with something that's not real orange.
Yorkie, real men's chocolate.
No, that's the Boost, isn't it?
What was the thing where
Flake is the
truckers? Well, that was when I was a kid. That was the advertising campaign. Like truckers would eat Yorkie bars.
It's the same with the soft ice. You get like Mr. Whippy's. It's just not great.
No, Mr. Whippy's ice cream. I agree. There's that slightly chemical one.
And it's
I don't
just
like.
it's just like
I don't like Mr. Whippy's. Is not the brand I don't like. There's a different one that's similar. which
ice
I don't
cream.
like.
Yeah, but ice cream is the same here. It's just you taste some of the pretty. You're like, what's that? Unless you come down. If I'm in Devon or like Dorset,
clotted cream Cornish ice cream.
Yeah, that's
that,
great. I'll have that any day with a bit of honeycomb in it. Yes, but chocolate here, man. I'm afraid they've. And now you buy a big plate. It used to be 200 grams or something. Now it's 160.
You be
and it's
careful
like, and you
when
still
you're
pay
out
the
on
same money.
Streets of Guildford after this, Mr. Pete. There'll be the chocolate wars. It's just like someone's gonna stab you with a pointy
You're
Yorkie.
gonna get bludgeoned with the Toblerone.
Yes,
Toblerone I like.
No.
Yeah, Toblerone is
I
good
don't
because
like
you
it.
can. There's it's good, man, because there's proper chocolate in
Too
there.
much of it. Like, who the?
Yeah, but don't eat so much then. Just eat less,
Put
man.
it back in the fridge.
Yeah, just eat less of it. Instead of eating the whole plate.
Okay. So, can you do that? Can you open a big,
I can.
like a big Cadbury's chocolate bar and not do the lot in one
Yeah.
go? I can't do that.
No, exactly,
Once
because
it's
it's not
open.
real chocolate. You're not getting the it's like eating proper, the 80% dark chocolate.
Please
Most
let
people
this
don't like
video
it.
be up. It'll be some weird, blooming Valeton Dapper hour-and-a-half long video.
Chocolate.
Come on.
We've had this conversation before, man.
Sweet. Last one. Then we've got the coral mod to do.
Yeah.
I don't like that last effect. Right, I'm bored. Okay, that one
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't connect with that one, but the Verb pedal, again, 50 quid, man.
What's the first one?
Chorus, J chorus.
That sounds good. It's nice.
Yeah, I've got a good feeling about these two. I can see people going, you know what? It's
I'll take
cheap,
both
but
of
it's
those,
decent.
100 quid,
Yeah.
for a lot of effects. What is this?
Tri-chorus.
All right, so that's okay.
D tune. B tremolo. It's quite hard.
Yeah.
I don't like that one. O tremolo. This should be better.
Can you turn the effects up a bit more so we just
Yes, I
get?
can.
Sorry, I just had a bit of Cadbury's. I'm never gonna get sponsored by Cadbury's, am I? And funny Cadbury's.
Yes, that's true.
Maybe they'll come and sue me because they own the color purple as well.
Echo tremolo.
That's a bit weird for me.
There's
I don't know
something
what
a
you
bit
use
weird.
that
There's
for.
probably a setting that works on. It's got a real 50s vibe to it. Flanger.
Flanchés. You know, I'm going to Birmingham
Another
and
kind
this
of-
guitar show. That's where Cadbury's is, isn't it?
Another kind of flanger. It says something like
NFB.
NFB or NF8 flange. Jet. That was an old Ibanez.
Yeah,
Phaser.
that's useful.
To stun. Another phaser.
Sorry?
Univibe. Touch wah. It's 4 o'clock, Pete. We started this video at lunchtime. Auto wah. And lo-fi. And vibrato. Sorry, I raced through those last couple there. I was just.
I mean, there's a lot to
it's
demonstrate.
a lot.
I mean,
That's a winner.
yeah, I like
that's
that. That's a
pretty
lot of good
cool.
stuff. That was good as well. I like some of the sounds.
I like
of
the
that.
looper.
The looper's good.
The little wah was sounding
It was
good.
fine, yeah.
These are good. Anyway, this, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, this is a 20-watt guitar amplifier that's. I've owned mobile phones bigger than this in my life. So, hello.
I've had bigger than that in my life.
Well, I should hope so.
Yeah.
On the front here, it comes with a little power supply. I should say, actually, I think all of the Dappers come with their power supplies. And the
no.
and obviously the little micro pedals don't.
Wasn't
come
he in
with
the
power
band as
supplies.
well?
He was in
With Elisa.
yes.
What-
Dappy, his name was. Wasn't
No.
End-ups.
Wow, it's just late now.
Wow. Okay, so on the front of here, we've got an input, we've got gain, we've got low, middle, and high,
Hi.
volume and reverb on off.
There's
On the
reverb in there as
back,
well, that's
We've
amazing.
got an effects loop, we've got a line out with cab simulation.
Across the nation.
And an aux in. So why not? So Pete and I are going to jam out. I'm going to play into this, and I'm going to use this,
Okay.
and you're going to use something into your amp. And ladies and gentlemen,
You're into your...
well done for sticking with us.
Yeah.
Because this has been a long video.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Links below. Like them, subscribe, and any more shenanigans than...
I tell you, never mind. Please like and don't unsubscribe is what I meant to say.
Don't like this video. Dislike this video.
Please don't unsubscribe.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for staying with us.
When we started this video, and I thought, no, we'll put all of these in one video. It sounded like a good
And
idea.
I said, no,
It was
let's
a
do
really
that.
bad
There we
idea.
There we are.